What's up guys, Devin here with Otter PR, and today we're going to talk about how you can use organic social media strategy to build traffic online for your business or brand. We'll be talking about several different things today, mostly about why you still need to do this. We'll also be talking about the limiting factors that keep you from creating organic content, and finally we'll start talking about how you can do it yourself. Stay tuned. So first things first, let's go ahead and talk about why you still need organic content as part of your social media strategy. I mean, plain and simple, organic content just does things with engagement that paid advertising just can't do. You'll be able to engage with your customers better, and you'll really start to be able to talk about our first topic, which is brand positioning. You'll be able to set your brand up in a way that sets itself apart from your competition, giving yourself an identity that works really well with your ideal audience. So our second topic is more of the same. You'll be able to define your brand values and perspective. This will allow your audience to more easily identify with you as a brand and kind of touch on those pain points that maybe your other brands and other companies in your niche and market just aren't. Third is that organic content is basically a long-term marketing solution. All of that content that you create and put out on social media is going to be there forever. It's going to be a way for people to come back and look at your content and say, man, these guys really know what they're talking about. It'll build credibility in your brand, it'll build credibility in your business, and you'll really start to set yourself up as an authority in your space. So now that we have an idea of why you really still need that organic content as part of your social media strategy, let's talk about some of the limiting factors that stop you from doing it. First things first, everybody and everything is online now. So all of these other businesses and brands are going ahead and creating the same content over and over again. You need to find a way to make yourself different. We're going to harp on that time and time again. Second, those algorithms are always changing. Let's take, for example, Instagram. Back in 2016, they did change their algorithm, and they went away from the chronological time feed where everything was more based on likes and comments. Now we switch and we go to 2021, and they're far more focused on saves and shares. If you can garner that interest with saves and shares, getting your stuff shown that way, you're gonna do much better. So you always have to be watching those algorithms, building your brand and building your consistency doing so. And the last thing that we have to think about when we're thinking about limiting factors with social media is where exactly those social media companies are making their money. They're not making it off organic content, not at all. They actually make all of their money off of ads. These platforms are free and open to the public to use, so that money to pay all those employees has to come from somewhere. So they're not really incentivized to actually show your organic content. They're more incentivized to show ads. So now that we have some of those limiting factors out of the way, let's talk about how you can actually build an awesome organic social media campaign for yourself. The number one thing that you can do to start getting your organic content out there is to start thinking about making visual content. Visual content converts at 3 to 1 the rate as static imagery does. If you can create content that's based off a video much like this, you'll be able to convert at a much higher rate. That means that your content's going to be shown across platform on multiple different channels, and you'll get your name out there way faster. The second thing you can do is create educational content for your followers. They want to know what you do and how you do it so well. You don't want to give them every single piece of information on how you're doing these things so that they come back to you, but that educational component of what you do is massively important in the way that you develop organic content in order to drive traffic to your business or brand. The third thing that you can do is make sure that you find groups and categories that you fit into. You can find them in Facebook groups or specific hashtags on maybe TikTok or Instagram. Make sure that you're a part of them. Make sure you're sharing your ideas with them and ask them to share them out to their friends as well. These places are the best place to come up with these awesome content ideas as well. You can't do it all on your own, and these groups will help you do so. The last thing is to harness the power of the influencers that are already online. They may have been doing this for a really long time. They probably have built up a really good following. If you can give them a trade and you can give them some value in what you do, maybe they'll promote your brand, maybe they'll promote your business and help you get your name out there. All this goes to say that you need to follow the tide of the social media platforms themselves. So if a paid strategy gets the initial customers in the door, you want to make sure that your organic strategy there in following keeps them there. These are the things that you can do to make sure that you grow your business and brand effectively. You have to educate, you have to go out, you have to show them the trends, you have to follow along, you have to continue to create content that addresses their needs and the things that they want to see. Do that, make sure you have that organic in place, and you will do well, I promise. Other than that, that's all I have for you today. But make sure you subscribe to our channel, like videos just like this. We have a ton of them. We want to see you on the next one. Until then, we'll see you at otterpr.com.